So recently, there have been some red flags with a different forensic scientist, a DNA lab analyst, who will be testifying in the Brian Koberger case. Riley Nolan will be testifying as a rebuttal witness for the state, and she will testify to transfer DNA. She is currently the lab director of the Idaho State Police Forensics Lab in Meridian, Idaho. And her opinion of the mechanism of DNA transfer, whether it is direct or indirect, has other DNA analysts around the world concerned and calling her out publicly, because it is now known that there's been an evolution in trace transfer, or quote-unquote touch DNA. The scientific community is majority in agreement where they want to hold off on opining on how and when the DNA arrived on an object, because they are realizing that it's not possible to determine how or when the mechanism of transfer, whether it's direct or indirect. Nolan has stated in some state motions that she is going to tell the jury that she believes that it's direct transfer because of the amount of the DNA. However, this is exactly what the scientific community has been advising against. There was also a recent American Academy of Forensic Science event, and the event was broken up into AI, and the other part was the how and the when of the DNA. They had workshops on it. This is a big administrative global standardization of DNA standards and procedures, and she should know that more than anyone. And this principle is bigger than just having the majority of the scientific community agree not to opine for the how and the when of the DNA, because the scientific community is trying to implement global standardization and basic fundamental principles of trace transfer, quote-unquote touch DNA, and the mechanism of transfer, whether that is direct or indirect. I'm not directly saying that the Idaho State Police Forensics Lab in Meridian, Idaho, managed by Riley Nolan, is doing anything nefarious, but these are the signs and the red flags that indicate something could be going on, and it is definitely worth a look.
Move over, Riley, your bias is showing. Catastrophic flaws and oh, too many errors too much at stake. The how and when of DNA is more than just opinion play. Come on, Riley, and stop pretending. Drop the trick.